Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Lech Tech Moser podcast. We continue with day 7 of Hachzik. We are on the bottom of page 25 in the art scroll. We discussed, and we're continuing to discuss the Yikiris, the fact that we're so special, that we're chosen by HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be the Am HaNivchar, and we have the Torah and the mitzvahs, and we don't live in a vacuum, we don't live for nothing and just for the next moment, but we're part of a huge system and operation. We always have the ability to choose right over wrong, light over dark, right over left. We are so fortunate to be in this situation where we're living for lofty things, for hechakite, to be close to the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Now the Pele Yoeitz moves on to discuss the second type of Ahavas Hashem, which you referenced earlier. There's a second type of love for Hashem, which comes through a deep understanding of Hashem and His ways, which is known as Ahava Haroimimus, which means love of His magnificence and grandeur. What does that mean? One who enjoys a heightened understanding, for a person who recognizes and understands the greatness of a man who has reached spiritual perfection, he too will have a chukah, a desire for that level of perfection as well. He sees the perfection, he sees that it's been attained, he wants it as well for himself. And he will naturally come to feel a deep love for anyone else who has attained such spiritual perfection. Why? Because he sees it's real, he sees it's emetzdik, he sees it's attainable. So says the Pele Yoeitz that if a person would feel, he'd have these feelings for another person who has achieved these levels of purity, of great heights, then kol shekain, his love and his desire for Kadosh Baruch Hu should be at that high level as well, because Kadosh Baruch Hu is the epitome. He's the essence. We can't even say these words, but he's the essence of purity, of heiligkeit, he's the Melech Machem Lachem. We can't even talk about it. But if we're striving for perfection, we're impressed. It has an impression on us, and we strive for that. Then think about it, Kadosh Baruch Hu. We think about the entire Istaka Baraisu Bar Alma. He looked into the Torah, the whole everything. It's all a manifestation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Alachas kama v'kama sheish le'ohiv es haboyris barach. One should feel these feelings towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu, love HaKadosh Baruch Hu and respect Him. Shu hasholim amiti mikol minei shlemis b'tachas hashlemis. If we care, if we are impressed, if it means something to us, which it should, the concept of perfection, then we think of HaKadosh Baruch Hu as the shlemis ha'amiti mikol minei shlemis. He is truly the perfect one who is complete in every way, and to the utmost degree possible, then for sure, we shall love HaKadosh Baruch Hu just for that, just for realizing He's the Spitz, He's the most perfect. But achieving this type of love is only possible for those who strive to be similar to Hashem and emulate His ways. That is, one who desires righteousness and walks the path of the upright. So now we're going to explain, we're going to go weiter in this. So maybe you were getting a feel for where this is going. It says the Pele Yoeitz that how does a person taka reach this level of understanding, of appreciation for Kadosh Baruch Hu? Where does it come from? You have a person who never did Torah mitzvahs, never learned Torah, he never felt that incredible ecstasy, that feeling of just, this is something surreal, this is something external. Does a mitzvah and with Mesiras Nefesh and with complete dedication, and he feels this incredible feeling of dveikus. So a person who hasn't done that, he just walks and says, "Oh, I'm going to appreciate HaKadosh Baruch Hu." Is it possible for him? So says the Pele Yoeitz, of course not. When a person engages and he learns Torah and he performs mitzvahs, when he's doing these mitzvahs and he's learning the Torah, through that he's emulating the ways of Hashem, because the ways and the commandments of HaKadosh Baruch Hu are upright. Person who follows in these ways, he will be zeiche to come to a greater love, to a heightened and escalated love for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And by contrast, wherever one is found lacking in Torah mitzvahs, to that extent he will be distanced from love of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for two reasons. One, the first one is because he has no musik, he has no value, he doesn't have that inherent similarity that allows him to connect with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, because he's missing the Torah, he's missing the mitzvahs, and that is what a Kadosh Baruch Hu is. That's what he mandates us to do. So when you're missing that connection, then you're missing the thing at the core. V'oid, another reason, sha'avoinoisav hein hamesachim hamavdilim beinoy levein aviv shemashamayim. And secondly, because when a person is not connected and when he's bereft of Torah mitzvahs, then automatically the sins, the averus, the iniquities that he accrues, and the tumah that becomes a part of him, that automatically becomes a barrier and creates distance between him and Aviv Shabbat Veheina mekatergim b'hamasdinim shema'arbavin as moiche b'rabes machshavos, and they become his prosecutors in Shemayim, as well as the cause of his inclination for evil, which will confuse him with a myriad of foolish thoughts. Ad shelo yizkor oy lo yuchal lehasmid b'machshavtoi b'hava bayra, to the point where he does not even remember to focus on Avas Hashem, or even if he does know that he should do the right thing, he will find himself unable to concentrate regularly on implanting the love of Hashem in his mind, and that is because of these barriers, these manias, these layers of tumah that have developed from his lack of Torah mitzvahs, and mimila that's going to separate him from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, from his appreciation, from recognizing the pashut, the very glaring and obvious beauty and love that we should all have for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But such a person is not going to be zeichet to that, because when he doesn't have Torah mitzvahs, he's lacking the essential key, the connecting piece between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu.